Okay, just going live for a little bit. Another live on the go. It's been a while since I've done these. Well, steadily, I think I did one like a month ago. But let me just go ahead and get this thing live. All right. I didn't get a chance to go live last night because I was tired on the move all day. So I said, "Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna sit down and go live. I was too tired." So let me go ahead and get set up here in a second. We can get this thing going. All right. Hold on. Okay, I'm here. I'm on the go again. I just got this thing set up to the side so I can go live on the road here. Sorry I missed last night. I was going to go live last night, but I was too tired, man. I was on the road all day, 6 hours. Then I got home. I got home at a good hour, of course. I got home at a nice hour, but when I just got settled in and I started taking care of business, and then I, took a little power nap. I took like a little power nap to get up to do the show, but then I said, you know what? I don't feel like I'm gonna just chill tonight. I'm gonna just sit down and chill, and that be it. And I said I'll get on later this week to really get behind the mic. But yeah, I just wanted to cover a few things. What's up, 2Bs? Yeah, man. I mean, hey, look, it's all done now. Everything is done. The big fight everybody wanted is done, right? And you know, like I figured, like when you're dealing with a technician like Valentina, you're not gonna get that type of action packed fight that everybody was dreaming of, right? This was everybody's little wet dream type of fight, and now that it didn't live up to the standards, even Dana White, he kind of looking a certain way. But to me, it's like, hey, we expected that, right? Like when you're dealing with a technician like Valentina on her level, you're not just going to go in there and turn it into this action-packed fight. Like I said, man, I was hoping for it. I was really hoping we would get some type of war like that, but come on, for real, you know. But now, but now we can go back to what's necessary. We can go back to the fight that we was talking about, and that's why, in the very beginning, like I said, as a hardcore fan, just let Valentina continue to do what she was doing in the division against the new evolving flyweights, the new crop of flyweights. She successfully defended against Manon in May. Then I know, two beats. You was on one time and we was talking about Natalia Silva. Like I said, that was the fight that I wanted to. Let Zhang Weili defend against Verna, and let's just go ahead and do that fight. But what's crazy is now that this sideshow fight kind of took place, now we really getting into some freak show type of fights. Because now all of these people, these reporters, they talking crazy now, man. They talking about some doggone Kayla Harrison now. Now they want to bring up Amanda Nunes, somebody that's retired, somebody that's not even active. So I knew it would kind of do that. That's the danger, which I'll probably do a video on that. That's the danger of these so-called super fights. It just continues to lead into more sideshow, freak show type of fights. And somebody like Valentina, she's not gonna be the one to say, "Oh, that's not a fight I'm looking at." If you throw a challenge at her, if you mention that person's name, she's gonna say, "Oh yeah, like that's a fight I could do or a fight I could win." I mean, I know she definitely wants the rubber match at some point with Amanda Nunes, right? But I don't think a Kayla Harrison fight makes sense at all. Just moving up to fight Kayla Harrison. So I just knew it would kind of do that. Once they do a Shevchenko Weili fight, if it turned into like a real good barn burner type of matchup, then it probably would have made like a rematch or like a rubber match type of series. But with the fight being so one-sided, of course, there's no need for that now. But now it kind of leads down a path of making crazy matchups now. And WMMA doesn't really need that right now. It doesn't need that. We already got good contenders. Um, Even at strawweight, Whaley, she had a good contender in Verna. She had a good contender in Verna too. So it just kind of needs to get back on track now. Whaley, go back home. Go back to 115 pounds. See what you're gonna do. I heard that she said she's taking a little break. I guess taking a little break, which to me, Whaley doesn't really fight a lot, anyways. So whatever she's gonna do to get back down to 115, fine, go ahead and do that, and then get back into the 115-pound picture, and that's it, right? Shevchenko, on the other hand, she got a fight coming up. I think a good, solid contender in Natalia Silva. Whether you think she can beat her or not, Silva's done the work to get that contender position, right? That's why I get sick of too. A lot of people like, don't be so bullet boyed out that you don't respect the division, like how it's going. Or Whaley simped out. How that's why I said, look, I'm a fight fan first, and if that person put in the work, give her shot. And I saw, I posted that picture, man, of her reaction too. I put that picture up of her reaction. And like when she didn't hear her name, she heard Aaron's name. But that's what's crazy too. Like Valentina, she knows she shouldn't have brought up Aaron like that, man. Like Aaron is not ready for that either. Like she's not ready for that title shot like that. Y'all know I'm an Aaron fan, but hey, it's a revolving door. Anybody got anything to say about that? Shoot. Carl said Whaley should stay at 125. Carl, you talking crazy the other day, man. Talking about no, that's today. Claude talking crazy, talking about Maverick need to move down to 115. You high, man? Talking about she need to move down to 115. Valentina need to move down to 115. I thought you a fan of Valentina. Like, what's up, man? Come on now. Like, no, Whaley don't need to stay at no 125, man. Like, she could stay. She can pull a Rose and stay and just fight. But I don't see her winning the belt because she ain't beating Manon Fior. She ain't beating Aaron. I could see Aaron beating Whaley. For real. Like Aaron may not have the same high level of skill with striking, but that girl keeps coming, man. She lets it go. She lets the storm go, and you just can't stop her like that. Like she keeps coming. Then why does Whaley need to move down? What do you mean? Why does Whaley need to move down? Because she's not a flyweight. Like Valentina, this is her weight class. Whaley don't need to move down. What is that? Whaley needs to move back to her division because she proved that she's not developed. Like she's already 36. She can't go any further. Shoot, Rose got the size and reach, but she hasn't even got to the contender status yet. But that's the crazy part, man. Like the whole thing too. Like I'm gonna talk about this in a minute too. Like Zhang Wei, you got to go through a process, just like Alexa Grasso did. Oh, and Maverick is a flyweight. She been flyweight her whole career. I mean, she could probably, if you ask me, like she has time to move down and maybe have success, but I don't think Wei Lee does at her age. But the skills, you got to have the skills too. See, Wei Lee, if you go back and look at her skill set for this fight against Valentina, she was lacking in the striking department. She did not have developed boxing like that. She did not have developed timing. outside of the size, she just didn't have a good game plan. See, at least Alexa Grasso had boxing fundamentals, and she grew into the division. But at least Maverick, she's been in the division a long time, so she has time to develop. But if she doesn't develop either, it's not really a matter of size with her. It comes down to skill sets too. Because my thing is, like, if you look at it, if you go through a process, I think Whaley would have had a better chance. Yeah, just like Alexa Grasso. Even Rose said it. Like Rose said it herself. Like she took on Manon as a first fight. Now, like I got to go back and fight a couple other fights, which I think I already said that in the very beginning. Like, if you're gonna move up the flyweight, you still gotta like take some time to grow into the division, not just take on a big person like that right off top. That's considered one of the better fighters, you know. Wei Lee is good, but you know she's a good strawweight, and that was proven. She proved that she's a really good strawweight. Like she's a good, strong fighter in her weight class. But she's just not one of those fighters that can jump right up there and fight like that, you know. But they underestimated Valentina's strength too. Like I think that's what they did. They underestimated how strong Valentina. They see Wei Lee picking up Francis Ngannou and think that's going to translate over. But it's like no, like that's a totally different ball game. Because I remember somebody asked me before to do a video on who's stronger, Shevchenko and Andrade, and I said, oh, you know, Valentina Shevchenko is stronger. You know, leading up to that fight, I did a video, and they asked me, you know, who was stronger. I was like, you know, Andrade, she's really strong. Like she's like that natural farm girl strong. You know, she's got that natural type of strength like that real good freakish strength. But you know, Valentina, she's more like her strength is she really knows how to balance her body in there. She knows how to have that athletic burst too. You know, she's got a really strong core. You know, Whaley's got a good strong core, and you know she's really strong as a 115er, but you just can't go in there and think that's going to match up with somebody that's been, you know, full-time 125-pounder, you know, for such a long time, you know. Oh, what's up, Tay Tay? I was just on the move. I didn't even know you said something. She says Zhang Weili got frustrated in that fight. Oh, yeah. Hey, for good reason. She got frustrated for good reason. I mean, they had no game on getting on the inside. She had no, you know, boxing ability like that. And that's what I was afraid of, man. Like they were just gonna come in and brawl a little bit. And when she ate that first, when she ate that first knee to the body, I was like, uh-oh. And no. It was not the knee to the body. It was the body kick. When she ate that body kick, I was like, oh boy, like that didn't set well with her, man. Like you could tell it hurt. But hey, man, that's just how it goes. Like, I mean, when we bring up the size too, I think everybody knew. Like everybody knew that, yeah, like the good big fighter always beats the good small fighter, right? And when you look at when you do the eye test, you say, all right, yeah, all right, Wei Lee looks healthy, but nothing answers questions like fight night. Like we can all make our assumptions, and like we always do. I pick right, so you know, when I look at somebody and say, oh, okay, like they do look healthy, that's not saying I'm saying they're going to go in there and just naturally be stronger or better than Valentina, but she did look like she made the weight correctly, you know. So eye test is one thing, but the actual fight night is how it comes down. And I wasn't crazy like some of y'all thinking Whaley gonna go in there and knock Valentina out. Like I wanted a good fight. I wanted some threats in there, but hey, like it was expected. This is what's expected. You know, Valentina's still that good. But you know, I really want to hear from some people that was going for Wei Lee. Like that's the thing I can't stand. You know, like whenever people are so fans about one fighter, whether it's Valentina or Wei Lee, like you know, tell me what went wrong. I'll tell you what went wrong. You know, some people want to ask me, oh, why did you know Manon lose this fight, or you know, why do you think Grasso lost this fight? Well, okay, I'll tell you. Like, well, I'm gonna tell you what went wrong with Wei Lee too in the video, but You know, like, where did everybody go though? Like, so many people were saying Weili is going to do this, do that. Tell me why she didn't succeed. Like, let's have a conversation. You know, that's what I do. You know, I just like to talk about the fight game. You know, but some of y'all be. Tay Tay said that's why their weight class is for a reason. Yeah, yeah, and that's how it was proven. That's how you prove it. Like, somebody can say, I want to move up and fight, dare to be great. I'm like, okay, go on with your bad self. You know, let's see it. All right, yeah, she looked good. You know, I saw her on weigh in. Yeah, you look good. You might have a chance. But when the fight comes through, you like, oh, yeah, there's weight classes for a reason. You know, Weili skill set don't match Valentina. No, it don't. It it overpowers. It's better. You know, she's stronger than everybody at strawweight for the most part. You know, her skill set is built for those type of fighters there. But when you're dealing with a lot of well-rounded fighters at flyweight, and then you don't have the size either. You know, you didn't grow into the division. Hey, you got to find out the hard way. Now this really makes me say that I definitely think that, oh man, 2019 Weili, she had no business calling out Valentina. She probably would have got stopped back then. Oh man, Ronda, does Valentina beat Kayla? Hmm. I don't know about that. Now that's a freak. Now that's a freak size that could be a problem for Valentina. Oh boy. But you know, Valentina's jab, man, like that jab alone, man, it's a problem. And I think as soon as Valentina's right hook or jab touches Kayla's nose, and I'm always, like I said, I'm always looking for the vulnerable spots. Like, if you got scar tissue or you got a big nose, you know, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like, if somebody's got a big like bridge on their nose and you got a really good jab, I mean, she could bust that. She could bust the nose up early. Um, if Kayla thinks she can just go in there and muscle Valentina, Valentina can catch her with a head kick, whatever, you know. I think skill wise, all the way around, you know, Valentina all day. But when you're talking about somebody with that freakish Hulk strength, can Valentina reverse positions? Can Valentina hit her hard enough to, you know, make her go on reset mode like she did Weili? I don't know. Like, I think size would really come into a play in that type of fight, though, for real. Size would really be an issue in that type of fight. And then again, you know, the weight cut. Maybe Weili's weight, not Weili, but maybe Kayla's weight cut might be a problem. Let's see how much longer she can make the weight cut. I mean, I would like to see Valentina at 135 again at this age, you know, and as far as she's gone, like, she's got so much stronger too. So I would love to see her. I would love to see her end her career at 135. As much as I think she could go out, you know, just ride off in the sunset with a good number of title defenses at 125. It would be nice to see her at 135 one more time, just to see how her skills hold up, just to see how much stronger she is at 135 again. I don't really care for the third fight with her and Nunes. You know, that's just not one I really want to see, but it would be interesting. I prefer her to finish her career at flyweight though. But yeah, these sideshow fights, they got to stop, y'all. These sideshow fights, they have got to stop. I just had to get on and say that because it was just burning into me over the last few days. You know, on my road trip home, I was, you know, just listening to these interviews and people talking about, they keep bringing up Kayla Harrison. And then, you know, whenever they brought up Kayla, then Valentina was like, oh, yeah, you know, that's a fight that she could do, or a third fight with Amanda. They just totally ignoring the rest of the flyweight division. Like, the flyweight division is not bad right now. Like, why are they trying to act like the flyweight division is dry? The bantamweight division is dry. You know, let's go back to the flyweight division. You know, you had a girl move up from strawweight to 125. Now let's have this girl that's on a 7-0 win streak, Natalia Silva, fight. And you know, let's not bring up Aaron's name yet. Like Aaron won 2 good fights. You know, she beat Rose last year, and then she finished Tracy Cortez. But you know, uh, Tracy Cortez wasn't ready for that. She showed she wasn't ready. You know, so let's keep it with Natalia Silva for right now. I like how these fights always bring up crazy people, though, man. Everybody's always talking crazy whenever these you know, whether it's Weili, Suarez, it always brings out the craziness of people. So I'm always ready to bring it back with some sense. You know, and I'm just going by what I watch, what I see, and what these fighters are doing. You know, so whenever Aaron won that fight, I know, look, as a fighter, Aaron's going to want to call for a title shot. For real, you know, that's just what a fighter does. But I just hope the matchmakers don't fall into that. And I don't want to see the fans doing that either, thinking, oh, yeah, like, Aaron's back, she ready. No, like, we already got a girl at the top, Natalia Silva. I know going by the rankings, Manon is #1 again, but no, like, Natalia deserves a shot first. You know, we already seen Fior get her shot. Let's go ahead and have Natalia. You know, let both of them restore themselves, get some confidence, and get better. You know, once you challenge for the belt, you got a bar set, and that's to get better. That's to get better. You know, go back and work on what you need to, because you know, honestly, Manon did better than Weili. You know, I know Weili didn't bleed any, but that just showed you that at least Manon was in there taking some chances. But you know, Weili, she didn't win a single round. Weili did not win a single round. She had no scary moments. There was never a moment I was like, oh, Valentina's in trouble. But I can't even go back and say if Zhang Weili did this, then Valentina would have got knocked out, like, or got submitted. There was nothing like that. This fight was a total lesson learned. It was it was basically Mayweather Pacquiao, which I know not a lot of people wanted to admit, but I know a few people that did also say that too. To me, it was just Mayweather Pacquiao. You know, the better fighter against the good action-packed fighter. You know, good dominant fighter in their own division, and beat a lot of people that just don't know how to weather their storm. But she just couldn't do it. She just couldn't do it. Robot Chicken, what's up? Hey, Robot, what happened, man? Tell me. I know you was going for Weili. I ain't putting you on blast, but I ain't really heard from nobody that was going for Weili. Tell me what went wrong. I'll tell you what went wrong. I'm gonna do a video talking about it, but I just want to know. I just want to know what you think went wrong, man. Tell me something. Tell me something good. Yeah, Zhang Weili just need to go back down. She can't stay at flyweight like that, because I think Aaron, who thinks Aaron will beat her, man? Zama said Mayweather Pacquiao was relatively competitive. Yeah, relatively. Yeah. But for the most part, she, just like Pacquiao, got owned from the outside and can't fight from the outside. Lurker said me. My question? Oh, who thinks Aaron? Yeah, who thinks Aaron can beat Weili? I do. It won't be the same way, but I actually think that Aaron could probably submit Weili. I think she would probably take a few shots from Weili, but I think eventually Weili's just like might get clinched up and get kind of worn down, because Aaron's got some sneaky punches and sneaky elbow. Like, I didn't even see that elbow cut Tracy Cortez. I didn't see it till like the second round. I think it happened in the first round when I went back and looked, but the first time I was calling it with y'all, I was like, wait a minute now. I was like, when did this cut happen? And yeah, it started gushing in the second round. Of course, heart and dog, Whaley has a lot of that. So I don't think she'll get broken like Tracy Cortez did. Cortez kind of got worn down, and after a while, she couldn't stand her ground in the second round anymore. But I just think that with Aaron's jiu-jitsu, she can find the neck quick, man. Like, I think she could get the neck on Whaley pretty fast at some point. That's just me. That is just me. Did robot answer me? I just want to know, because I didn't hear a lot of people. Robot said Tracy gassed out and Aaron took over. Now she got broken down. I don't think she just gassed out. I think it was a combination of both, but I think it was Aaron's will that was breaking her. Aaron wasn't going anywhere. Look at Aaron's face. Like, Aaron was walking through a lot of those shots. Aaron was walking through a lot of Tracy Cortez's punches, and she was hitting Cortez back. So I don't think it was like full on gassed out. I think she was getting her will broken. I think, Aaron is, she's pretty wild too, the way she fight. That's why if you ain't got like good takedown defense and good boxing and good striking to counter her, she gonna wear on you. Okay, hold on here. Rhonda says no one's taking that flyweight belt from Valentina. Probably not. But there's always some good competition up there. Like, once she got it back, I was like, man, like, it's gonna be tough to beat her on this second go round, because now she's really waking up. I think there'll be more competitive fights than there were. Like, I don't think she'll be as dominant. But she could very well defend her belt at least 4 or 5 more times until she wants to go back up to 135 or something like that. All right, just had to pull over. Okay. Ron the Savage Sports said no one's taking that belt. Oh yeah, okay. Lurker said I thought Cortez would win with the boxing the first time I picked Aaron since Manon. I won't make that mistake again. Picked against Aaron. Aaron broke her perfectly. So yeah, Aaron broke her down. I thought Aaron just, really was, Aaron broke her down mentally and physically, clinching, wearing on her, and then, just the ability to absorb Cortez's punches. Like, I don't recommend Aaron do that in every single fight moving forward. Like, you don't need to, I would say this, Lurker, don't absorb shots all the time. Please don't, because Jasmine paid for that. Jasmine absorbed Natalia Silva's shots. She absorbed Tracy Cortez's shots. She absorbed shots from a lot of different fighters. And let it be that one fight when she got caught in her last fight against Manon with that straight left hand. You see, she got knocked out. So I don't recommend, testing your chin in every fight. So moving forward with Aaron, I definitely want to see her move her head some more. Like, it works on some people, but eventually it will crack. The chin will crack. Because I thought Jasmine was going to last a little longer, but man, when she ate that one punch and did that dance, I was like, dang, okay. But Aaron's in a good position now, just to continue to develop, build her confidence. And at 26 years old, I don't really think I know she's at the top, but I don't really think there's like a big rush on her to have to feel the need to get the shot, unless she really feels like Valentina is the fighter that she wants. Is it about fighting Valentina with the belt, or do you just want the belt no matter who it is? I think Aaron still has a lot of time to grow. I know, you kind of run out of fighters, but grow in the gym. I mean, she had 2 good fights. Just continue to grow in the gym and kind of develop her skills. I think Natalia's probably style-wise and, going by her record-wise, she's ready to go, right? Like, we can't ignore that. Like, we just can't keep ignoring that. Like, that's why I said, like, even some of these MMA journalists, like, what are they doing? Like, Are y'all paying attention to the division, or are you just trying to stroke the fans, into making you think you cool? Like, I don't care about that crap. I'm not cussing, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying I don't care about that crap. Like, I'm gonna say what I want to say and who I think should fight who. Whether you're a big fan of a fighter or not, I don't care. Like, that's just me. Um, I think Natalia Silva deserves the shot. I think Natalia Silva deserves the shot. She's there. Like, she's the one. She did just like everybody else. She won her 7 fights. She beat 2 former champions. She beat Alexa Grasso. She beat Jessica Andrade. So let her get her shot. And that's it. I was glad to see her there at the fight. I guess the cameraman kind of knew what was up too, because that's the first time I seen him do that. The cameraman, they put up the, they put up the double camera right there. They had this side by side while Valentina was talking. They showed it. See, the cameraman, they knew what was up. Like, the cameraman, they knew what was up. Like, I know you saw that, Tay. Like, they wanted to see Natalia Silva's reaction. See, they knew that Natalia was going to be wanting that shot next, and they know that she is ready, because why else would they do that? Like, was Kayla there? Because if Kayla was there, they didn't put the camera on Kayla, right? they didn't put the camera on Kayla. They put that camera on Natalia because they knew she was next. Like, they didn't even do that with Manon the last time. Like, whenever Manon was there at the what was that, UFC Noche card, and she weighed in as the backup and everything. They didn't even put the side by side camera on her, but they knew at this point that Silva was going to want to be next in line and be reacting to that maybe call out or whatever. But yeah, Silva was like looking, and they put it right on her, because they was like, all right, Whaley got outclassed, Whaley got beat, we know who's next. And they probably were waiting on maybe some type of call out, but I don't know. For Valentina, I guess since she just saw that Aaron won that night, she was just like, Aaron, okay, I'll fight Aaron, So, yeah, I understand. We're not going to put it on the champion like that. Like, we just won't put it on the champion again, So it's the adrenaline rush, right? But, we did stop talking about Kayla, just stop talking about Kayla fighting Valentina. That's all I want. Like, let's not talk up another. At least Valentina Whaley had some type of sense to it. There was some type of logic to it. But Kayla got her own business to take care of, man. Like, Kayla got, if Amanda don't come back, I mean, Kayla got Norma Dumont. Even though I thought Norma Dumont lost that last fight. You got that fight. Whaley can go back down to her division. Just a lot going on in each division right now. I mean, it may not be the casual fans, but for hardcore fans like me and some of y'all, it's like, I'm fine with what's going on in the divisions now. Like, I don't need any more freak show, super fight, sideshow crap like that. I don't want anything like that anymore. Let's just go. Let's just keep going. Listen to this guy Everett, man. He's a Valentina simp. Listen to this Valentina simp. You looking for somebody to beat Valentina. I want her to have competition. You should be quiet. Everett, be quiet. Wrap that Valentina shirt around your mouth and be quiet. Or stick a bullet in your mouth, whatever you got to do. Just put the bullet in your mouth and be quiet. All right. I want to see somebody give her competition. That's why I want to see that fight. So, Everett, be quiet. Because I done told you, I am not a simp like you. And if I call the fight, I'm going to call it for real. I don't ride the jock like you do. So be quiet. Go type your paragraph somewhere else, where everybody loves just Valentina. There we go. I'll pick who I want to pick. I'll pick who I want to pick, and I'll match up who I want to match up, and I'll say who I feel like has a chance. Let's put it that way. Yeah, Robot said, who cares? Who cares who I pick? Who cares who I pick? You can pick who you want, and then we can talk about it, you know? Valentina versus Natalia is going to be boring because Val's not going to chase her. Yeah, it could be boring. It could be boring. I felt like getting rid of somebody, so I did. Like, I have that authority, so, you know, if I feel like you got to go, I'll just get rid of you. Especially if you're going to tell me who my pick is. Like, sometimes I'll let y'all take care of that, but when I want to take care of it, you gone. Don't let it go to me. Like, I ain't even gonna time you out. I'm gonna just say, kick rocks, take a walk, you know? But man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying to think, who should Aaron fight next? I haven't heard. Yeah, Robot said they harass even when you pick Valentina. Yeah, because I'm picking her from my perspective. Like, I'm not picking her from, you know, the simp perspective. You know, I'm picking her from a fight fan and a respect fan, you know, respectful fan perspective. Meaning, I respect Valentina's work and her work ethic. You know, I don't pick her from a standpoint like I'm trying to marry her. I'm not picking her. You know, look, quote me on that. That's my new quote over here. Look, I pick these fighters off of my off work ethic and their character, but not as I'm trying to get married or anything like that. Like, not at all. You know, I. Mm. To be said, people misunderstand Silver style. Val won't have to chase Silver the whole night because Silver does consistently engage throughout the fight. Yeah. Um. All right. Oh yeah, that was my question. Lurker said he was picking Aaron. All right, let me ask him. Who do you think Aaron should fight next, though? That's where I'm kind of stumped. Like, I don't want to see her fight for the title yet, but who does Aaron Blanchfield fight next? That's why I posted Tracy Cortez and Miranda Maverick, because that fight was originally supposed to happen anyway. So she got to fight down. No, you know another fight I would like? I would like Tracy Cortez and Veronica Macedo. That's a good fight. But I'm kind of stumped on who Aaron should fight next. Because I say Natalia gets the title shot. Somebody got to fight Grasso, I think. I don't know if it should be Manon or Aaron. Oh, yeah. Robot said Barber. I don't. Wow. I'm being disrespectful. I ain't even think of Barber. You know how bad that is? You know how bad that I ain't even think of Barber, man. Well, I know Barber got to fight Kareem Silva. Or Aaron versus the winner of that fight. Oh, no. Aaron. Oh, what's up, BJ? What's going on, man? What's up, Roger? I didn't even see him in there. What's up, BJ? Dang, BJ, man. I was hoping for an all finished card so we could have did a show, man. We could have did a show. We could have did a show on Sunday. I would have stayed up for that because I was too tired to do a show, man. But yeah, yeah. Aaron did say she would fight Manon again. She definitely said she would want that fight back too. She said she would fight her. Aaron ain't ducking nobody. I know we want to preach that narrative. Look, I'm gonna say two things here, and I'm gonna stand on these. Look, Aaron is Aaron's not next in line for a title shot, but Aaron is not ducking anybody either. Because I already heard it out of her mouth. She said it a few times in different interviews, you know. I disagree with her wanting the title shot, but she also said I will fight Natalia Silva. She said I want to get that fight back with Manon too. So, you know, she said she would do either of those. So, yeah. Aaron versus Grasso. Aaron versus Grasso. I would rather see Aaron versus Macy for the animosity. Oh, you mean, okay. Manon versus Grasso. And then do Aaron versus Macy. Yeah, for that mean girl talk. Let's do that mean girl talk. Man, BJ, you about see if we did a show yesterday, BJ, you about to get it, man. Cause you know, BJ, you about to get it, man. You definitely about to get it. Talking about Natalia who. BJ, you about to get that smoke talking about some Natalia who. Oh my goodness. Aaron is not fighting Macy. She's over that. Yeah. Macy don't even have to worry about Aaron right now because she got Kareem Silva problems. Kareem has a likely chance to win that fight. BJ said, "What I do?" BJ, oh, come on now. Don't play innocent, man. Don't play innocent. Don't be over here playing innocent, man. You know what's up. You know, man. Natalia who? You know Natalia's ready to go, man. You know she good to go, man. Like, come on. This is a revolving door right now, man. Come on, man. Silva versus Valentina next. We do not need no #1 contender fight. Yeah, I agree with two beasts there, man. It's just we locked in now. BJ said Valentina gonna wash Natalia. Well, if she washes Natalia, what's gonna happen to Aaron though, man? Like style wise, man. Like, come on. This ain't no guarantee. Oh man, I'm gonna be on here about another 10 minutes, but I just got settled in, so now I'm just reading through some comments here now. Val could with wrestling. Again, this is a good fight. That's why it just needs to happen. I just need to see this thing happen. Lurker said the difference is that if Valentina and Aaron go to the ground, that 1999 BJJ style of strongholding and lay and pray will not be her benefit. Yeah, I do think that Aaron, her jiu-jitsu, like, I don't see Aaron getting held down on her back like that. Like, Aaron's going to be different than, like, Wei Lee getting put on her back. You know, that's what's crazy, man. Like, I knew that Wei Lee, like, I could see it in my mind. Like, I kept visioning that. Like, I was like, if Rose can put her down like that, I know Valentina's going to put her on her back. I kept envisioning that Friday night before I did my video. I kept on thinking, man. I was like, what's going to happen when Whaley gets put on her back? Like, she's not that far removed from the Rose fight, you know? I mean, you know, she's beat some other fighters, but no other wrestler has put Whaley on her back and kept her there. Because even Suarez struggled in one round to put Whaley on her back. And then the rest of the fight, she couldn't do any of that, you know? So it wasn't like Whaley was fighting like a lot of wrestlers. She was working with her, you know, she was working with wrestling coaches and getting better with her wrestling, but she didn't have any opposition to make her wrestle. You know, so while I was driving, man, Friday night, I said, before I do this keys to victory, I said, how does Whaley do on the ground? And I just kept picturing like Valentina on top of her, you know, Whaley on her back again, like in the Rose fight. And I said, Rose ain't even as strong as Valentina. And we know Rose had Whaley on her back. So if Valentina does it, she ain't getting up. But yeah, with my point. Yeah, I think Erin would be a little bit better on the ground. You know, I think she would be a lot more skirmish, and she knows what to look for as far as maneuvering, getting up, and even reversing. All right, hold on, just a second. Just a second, BJ. You got 10 minutes tops, BJ, because I have to go and step out. Hang on one second. I'm gonna do this because you my dog, you my boy. This is my partner in MMA crime here. Hold on, BJ. Hold on. Maybe, yeah, I'll send it to the email. Hold on. I'm gonna drop it in your email, and then I'm gonna. Oh snap! I'm gonna give. I don't have a lot of time. You got 10 minutes, brother. Okay, BJ. I sent it to you, BJ. I sent it to you because I respect your opinion, BJ. You my bro. So you make it quick. Make it quick. 10 minutes. 10-minute tops. Come on now. Come on in, BJ. Hurry up. Hurry up. The clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Make sure you got the right audio and the right microphone, because your time is gonna be ticking. Wait a minute, hold on. Dakota provokes fighting at Valentina at the White House. Man, Dakota ain't even in UFC. I ain't even talking about that. That's Dakota. Dakota need to get signed first. How's she gonna fight? When's she gonna fight Valentina? 2028? She still got a contract to fulfill. She just renewed her contract. That don't make no sense. I think the Kayla fight would happen before that mess. That's a good fight, but right now that's just mess talk. Okay. Oh, hold on. See, this thing is on my phone. You in there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. What's good?
What's up? Look, I do it, my brother, man. Look, you got 10 minutes.
Man, this that drive home talk right here. I'm stuck in traffic
Exactly.
right now.
I just pulled. Look, I just pulled into my job, and you driving now. So, what you got, bro?
Okay, so what was what you had to say about what I said, dog? What you talking about? What I say?
You said Natalia who?
Natalia who? Y'all heard me. Natalia who? Natalia who? Listen, who's gonna be more excited? Listen, who are the fans gonna be more excited for to see
Natalia.
fight? You think the fans are going to be more excited to see Natalia Silva fight Aaron Blanchfield? The crowd,
Yes.
I mean, the fight Valentina. When they put the camera on Natalia Silva, the crowd didn't even cheer. The crowd didn't even go crazy. That's why I said Natalia who? Okay, so let's say we work for the media team over at the UFC.
Okay.
And we're making a video package, and we're going to put some highlights up of who should be the next contender to fight Valentina. Whose highlights are going to look better?
I think Natalia.
What? Come on.
Because we talking
Which
about
fight?
matchup too. We talking about style matchup too, man. Like, believe me, look, Aaron's got highlights, but you got to remember, if you want to keep showing him highlights, you show that Manon fight 50-45, people are going to say, oh, this girl ain't ready. She got entertaining highlights as a fighter, but we talking about a threat to the champion.
That's the thing. That's the thing about Aaron Blanchfield, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about Aaron Blanchfield versus Natalia Silva. First of all, Natalia Silva is not cut from the same cloth that Aaron Blanchfield is cut from. And I'll stand on top of the mountaintop and I'll scream that Natalia Silva is not cut from the same cloth as Aaron Blanchfield. When Aaron Blanchfield realized, I'm just going to put just a couple examples here. When Aaron Blanchfield realizes that she's down, like in that Manon fight, Aaron turned it way up. You know what I'm saying? She turned it up and went after it. You know what I'm saying? Like, go for broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get for you, Combo, you're a little more calculated. You know what I'm saying? Like, your approach is a little bit more calculated. You're going to be like, man, you know, that can cost you. You know, that might not be the best decision to do. You know what I'm saying? But if nothing else is working, what is Natalia Silva going to do? Yeah, we haven't seen Natalia. We don't know. We don't know what Natalia Silva's going to do when whatever she's doing is not working. Because I'm standing firm on the style that she has, the style that Natalia Silva has. Man, that is not going to work against Valentina, bro. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Flitting around the octagon.
Okay, let me ask you this.
That's not going to work, bro.
Are you much more confident in saying Aaron's style is? Because remember,
Absolutely.
Aaron danger jiu-jitsu, but you got to get on the inside. You got to get on the inside. And if Cortez is tattooing you up a little bit, just know Valentina's going to be hitting Aaron too. And
but Aaron can, but it's not impossible to get on the inside of Valentina, though. It's not impossible to get on the inside of Valentina.
It's
you know what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead.
IQ. If you have a good striking strategy to get in, you ain't got to be the best striker, but you got to have some type of fundamental to get there, because Wei Li didn't even have that. Wei Li didn't have that. So I'm looking at Aaron's style. I'm looking at her head on the line. Valentina ain't got far to.
But which fighter, bro? Which fighter do you think is gonna? Okay, let's say for instance, we're talking about both of them against Valentina, right? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about both of them versus Valentina. Which one of those two fighters do you think is gonna go for it and mix it up and make it muddy to beat Valentina, to when they're in there facing Valentina? It's not gonna be Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva tries to get in and out too clean in these fights. You know what I'm saying? She wants to fight clean, and you can't fight clean against Valentina, man. You can't go in there and expect and fight a clean fight with Valentina and think that you're gonna beat her at this point right here. Like what Natalia Silva does, there's nothing that Natalia Silva has done that is convincing me that she's just gonna go in there and do that against Valentina. You know what I'm saying? That's the point I'm trying to make. Versus Aaron Blanchfield, when it's go time, it's go time. When it's go time with Aaron Blanchfield, it's go time. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what to expect when, you know, watching Aaron Blanchfield. I know what to expect when I'm watching this girl fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Versus, like, you know, Natalia Silva, to me, she's gonna keep doing the same thing over and over because that's all we've ever seen her do. We don't know what she's capable of. You know what I'm saying? When we don't know what she's gonna do when what she does doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, but Combo, we've seen this pattern too many times over and over again. You know what I'm saying? If you see these untested fighters get in there with somebody like Valentina, and then it all goes out the window. Look at what Tatiana Suarez, look at Wei Li versus Suarez. We never saw Suarez tested, and look what happened when Suarez got in there with Wei Li. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't know what somebody like. I get that she's got a clean streak coming up to the title, but she's got a clean, untested streak coming into a title. She's got a clean, untested streak, bro.
I got cut off. You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. But she got she like Natalia Silva's. She's got a clean, untested streak. Man, we haven't seen what Natalia Silva does when she faces adversity on that high level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Go ahead.
But remember, Aaron had her clean, untested streak too, right? So once you reach a certain point, if you beat that next person, like, are we waiting for that person to lose or something? You know, like.
Aaron, she's battle tested. Like, she went through Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Aaron had to, she's a little bit more tested to me than Natalia Silva. Like, Aaron had to overcome some adversity with these girls.
I agree, but the thing, I agree on that because, yeah, she has been battle tested. But the thing is, like, we talking about styles too, though. Like, not every fighter is going to be battle tested the same way. Because what are we going to say? We're going to keep making Natalia fight till she get beat up in a fight? Like, Aaron had to be battle tested because this is what I was telling a lot of y'all before. Y'all were talking about her saying she wasn't that good. I said, this girl learns on the job. She learns as she goes. She gets better because she lost that one round against JJ Aldridge. Everybody's like, oh, she going to lose any fight now. Like, she going to get beat up. But I was like, she going to learn from that fight. She going to get better, you know? So her style is different than Natalia's. Natalia's is an approach. It's a lot cleaner and more technical. So it's going to look that way where she's walking through these girls easy or dominating or not having to go into wars because they take different approaches. So once Natalia reaches a 7-0 point, she's still earning that same known did.
I'm not saying that Natalia Silva should not fight for the title. Anybody that goes 7-0 in a division, absolutely fight for the title. Somebody in the comments said XA Gucci said she beat a former champion. Okay, so did Aaron Blanchfield. So what else is new?
No. Remember, like, Natalia beat 2. She beat 2.
She did, and so did Aaron Blanchfield.
Who did Aaron beat 2? She beat
Jessica Andrade and Rose Namajunas.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, so what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? You know, what are we talking about, XA? Listen, again, this is I know you got to go, Combo, and I'm gonna make this statement, and I'm jumping off of here. Again, I'm not saying that Natalia Silva should not get her opportunity to fight for the title. Like, you know, if she fights for the title, if she gets the next title shot, I'm 1,000% okay with it. But what I am saying is, we don't want to see her fight for the title. People want to see Aaron Blanchfield fight for the title. You know what I'm saying? But Aaron Blanchfield she's a much more exciting fighter, man. She's a dog. She's gritty. You know what I'm saying? And the narrative saying that Aaron Blanchfield's skill set is lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are saying, like, oh, Natalia Silva has a better skill set than Aaron Blanchfield. How do we know that? We don't know that. But I guarantee you, if she get, you know, as a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Let her fight Valentina and watch her get exposed. Let Natalia fight. Let her fight Valentina with no 5-round experience. Hadn't fought a 5-rounder. Y'all want to throw her in a title shot. Y'all want to throw her in there with Valentina, and she ain't. And it's already kind of like a narrative out there that this girl got cardio issues, or this girl, you know, sort of kind of a narrative that she slows down sometimes in fights. You know what I'm saying? Because of her style. No, you know, as a matter of fact, I'm switching sides. Yes, Natalia Silva. Let's let Natalia Silva with no 5-round experience. Let's let her go in there with Valentina Shevchenko, and let's see how that goes. That's gonna be a great I told you so when Natalia Silva get busted up and beat down in there against Valentina because she figures out by round 3 that she can't strike with Valentina and she's tired. She's got 2 more. Hey, it's gonna be a great I told you so. It's gonna be the best it's gonna be a better I told you so than Nunes and Pena. It's gonna be a better I told you so than that. Y'all push. Y'all want to see Natalia Silva fight so bad for the belt. She's not ready, bro. In my opinion, there's something. There's some boxes that she has checked off, and that's fighting 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Right. Being the pressure of a main event, co-main event, she ain't been there.
All right, let's look at stats too, man. Like, who gets hit more? That's all I'm gonna ask. Who gets hit more? I'm gonna just ask you that. Okay. That's all I gotta ask you. Who gets hit more? You said Aaron Blanchfield. Okay, and you want to put her in there with Valentina right now.
Who's a finisher?
Doesn't matter who the finisher is.
Who's a bona fide finisher? Who's a bona fide finisher? Who's somebody who's not afraid to walk into the fire to get the job done?
All right, look, Natalia's people, but then look, remember Grasso.
Now you gotta answer that. No, you gotta answer that.
But listen to this. Grasso wasn't finishing a lot of people, right? And I counted her out, but then she finishes Valentina, right?
Yep.
So we can't really go off finishes. We got to go off of styles, man. We got to go off of clean styles and who's getting tore up in there and who's going to be ready to actually be able to get the inside. I know Erin is a finisher, but who is she finishing? Like compared to Valentina. Like,
but bro, when you said, but you saying get on the inside, name one fight where Natalia Silva got on the inside. One fight.
Jessica Andrade. She fought her in the inside.
Okay, one fight.
And I got to go back and look.
They're not the same, bro. They're not the same. They're not the same. Erin and Natalia, they're not the same.
Not the same fighters. That's what I'm telling you. One is a lot cleaner, so she has a chance to beat Valentina. Like, look at the style match again, BJ. I know you riding high on this finish over Cortez, but still, man, it's like Natalia's earned her shot just like everybody else. She's done enough. Like,
yeah, I believe it. No, I believe that. No, I'm with that. She's earned her shot. But I'm talking about as far as how she matches up with Val. She can earn her shot all day long. She can earn her shot with the president of the United States. It don't matter. It's just how does she match up with Valentina? Like, that's the only thing I'm arguing here. Is like, how does her style match up? Is she prepared? You got to be prepared to go in there and fight Valentina, bro. Like, you got to be prepared.
Look, as a striker, she has more of a sense of what's going to happen in a fight with Valentina. She's studying Valentina more on that level. Like,
but Valentina is not out here striking for 5 rounds. Valentina is taking girls down. Valentina ain't out here just Muay Thai girls to death for 5 rounds. Yes, Valentina's a striker. Yes, it's easy to think of Valentina as a striker, but Valentina is not out here just striking. Valentina is out here tossing these girls and taking their feet off the ground.
Of course, I'm not saying she is, but you make it seem like it's going to be this like now you have she takedown defense.
Say that last part one more time.
I said she has to take down. Knows that Valentina right gonna try for takedowns like she did with Alexa Grasso. You see Alexa Grasso, she couldn't even stop them takedowns. So I know Natalia is gonna be looking out for takedowns too, because Valentina is a well-rounded fighter.
You know what? The only thing I can say, man, is give Natalia the title shot. Give Natalia the title shot. Give it to her. Give it to her. So
if she earned it.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, give her her title shot. She earned it.
Yeah,
but man, I'm telling y'all, like
Erin, look, we can't just keep basing it off of Erin finishing, just because she's a finisher. What else is she going to do to be a problem for Valentina? That's my thing. Like,
what else is Natalia going to do to be a problem for Valentina?
Look at her style. Come on, man. Like, you at least
come on, man. This is the same question. It's for both girls. You got questions about Erin. I got questions about who. Once again, we've had this conversation when I was talking about somebody else. There's not very many girls in the division that's more prepared to fight Valentina than Erin Blanchfield. Like, it's gonna be hard to make a case that somebody else other than Manon is prepared. And I'm talking about prepared to fight. I ain't talking about just their skill set. I'm talking about the mental part of it as well. It's not too many girls that's going to be over Erin Blanchfield as far as being prepared, you know what I'm saying, to get in there and fight Valentina.
I'm going to give you what I'm saying? I'm really going to step out here in a minute, but I'm going to tell you this. The thing about Natalia is her speed and her stand-up game and just her overall movement is going to be something different that Valentina hasn't seen in a while. I'm not saying 100% that she's going to go in there and wash Valentina, because Valentina knows how to adjust in the fight, but I think her speed and her fast twitch and even her high kicks, they could be more of a problem than some of the things that Erin's going to do before Erin can even get on the inside. Like, I don't think Erin has like a good grasp of like some fundamentals on how to just execute like Grasso did, or even like possibly Natalia Silva does. Like Erin,
Valentina TKO round 3.
Against who?
against Natalia. Once Valentina gets Natalia down,
last person TKO though, like how she gonna TKO?
Once Valentina gets Natalia Silva down, Natalia Silva's not getting back up, bro. She's not getting
Okay.
back up. When Valentina takes
Really?
Natalia Silva down, she ain't getting back up.
All right, I gave you the answer you were looking for. You wanted me to answer, and that's what you say. She gonna TKO her. Okay, ask you again. Who gets hit more?
I mean, that's true, but who has a plan B, C, D? Who has a backup plan in here that we've seen them have to execute?
Do you really think that plan B, C, D is going to work against it so many times?
Division give opportunity, and Blanchfield can say Valentina will Valentina. I can't take that away from Aaron Blanchfield, bro. I'm sorry, man. I can't take that from Aaron Blanchfield. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody kind of tenacity, somebody who goes out there and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It's dog eat dog in Blanchfield. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Like, we gonna save this for another video because we don't have the time to talk this.
You kind of yeah, we gonna say this for another one because we gotta say this for another. He's hard right by balance. The number might even get put down. You want me to go there? I think she might get put down by some of these shots. Let me hold on. I think I lost BJ. Yeah, but if y'all can hear me, I'm gonna go there. If Aaron is running in and she's doing half of the work, hold on. Okay, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Kick me out.
I gotta say before I go, but if Aaron is doing half of the work by running in and she's catching these hard shots from Valentina, she's gonna get put down. Because Manon got hit by these shots, you know Aaron is going to get hit by multiple punches the same way, maybe more, and they're going to be a lot harder on her because she's running straight in and she don't move her head at all. So you might actually see her get dropped and put her on her butt a couple of times in this fight. I might have to go there. Like,
you might, and as soon as Natalia Silva throws that kick and Valentina catches it, Natalia going for a ride, and let's see Natalia work off her back. Aaron gets taken down or gets knocked down, then let's see what Aaron does. Like, if Aaron gets stunned, let's see what she does. She's been stunned before, and look at what happened when she got stung before. She won the fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just that simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've seen Aaron face adversity before, and she ended up winning the fight. So, I mean, it's like,
this is the
the problem is y'all are saying Natalia Silva is ready. You know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, that man, she ain't. There's a lot more things that Natalia Silva could experience in the UFC that could really make the girl ready. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that she could experience that could really make her ready, like fighting 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? And her not. I'm sorry, man, but that fighting 5 rounds before a title shot, that's super, super, super important. You know, and you didn't.
I would like to fight to get 5 rounds in, but you know, if you're not really working on defensive work either, I mean, that's not going to really calculate into a fight, though. Like Natalia, she's defensive minded, so I think that she's going to be much more prepared for this shot that she's getting than Aaron would be coming into this fight. Because I still think Natalia Silva, it comes down to styles, man. It comes down to styles. I just think Aaron has more of a style that kind of plays into Valentina. If you just don't move your head, she don't have to look, she don't have to adjust to anything because you've given her the target. Natalia's gonna make Valentina think more, you know, and that's the thing we got to see. Grasso made her think more. I think to beat Valentina, you got to think, you know, you got to be a thinking fighter. You know, even Amanda Nunes made her think, overthink at times. So I think you got to just be a real solid thinking fighter. We thought that dirty style was going to be it all the time, but No, it's got to be a mixture of thinking and keeping her off balance. So I think Natalia Silva has a little bit of both of those things. Like the minute Natalia makes Valentina miss a few times, she's gonna have to really start thinking and homing in more than what Aaron is going to do. Aaron keep coming with the Tasmanian devil.
But Combo, you keep evading the fact of Natalia being not the possibility, the fact that Natalia will get taken down by Valentina. Like you can't just block. He can't go ahead.
To win. You asked me a question how I think she'll win. That's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you the style. I'm not evading what would happen. I know she would get taken down. That she could possibly get taken down. That's why I said she's got the takedown defense to stop some takedowns, and she's got the athletic burst to bounce back up.
But who don't stop Valentina from taking them down though?
Shoot. She's taking down a lot of people, and I'm not saying
nobody stopped Valentina from taking her down.
So you're gonna make that argument whenever you know she's taking Alexa Grasso down and Grasso beat her, then you still pick Alexa Grasso to beat her? You picked her in all three fights.
I did, but you can make the argument. Yeah, okay. So the thing with Erin Blanchfield is the argument that you're making is that Erin Blanchfield will be outclassed on the feet. We know that. We know that Valentina is a higher level striker on the feet than Erin Blanchfield, but that's not what it's all about with Erin Blanchfield. Erin Blanchfield is going to be trying to take Valentina down. Now, what happens when
to take her down, you got to be able to get on the inside. And if you can't get that done, you can't get on the inside with any type of striking prowess, then you cooked, man. You done. Like even Manon had that struggle. Like if Manon had focused more on getting like on the inside and having a better striking strategy instead of trying to be at a regular kicking range of Valentina, she would have had success. Same way Grasso did in their first fight. But Grasso, she never evolved off of the takedowns and defending takedowns and wrestling. So she struggled. But if you don't even have like a sense of getting on the inside and besides just throwing volume on Valentina, she's going to nullify you with a jab or a right hook.
What happens when Aaron brings Valentina into her world?
Now, if again, see, you skipping that part, but I can jump to this part and say, if it is in that world, it could be dangerous for Valentina because Aaron's jiu-jitsu is dangerous. That is her most dangerous, deadly part of her. Once she gets a hold of you and you get on the ground, she could submit Valentina. But my thing is she going to get to that point?
I see her getting to that point. A lot of girls have gotten to the inside. A lot of girls have gotten to the point where they've, have clinched up with Valentina. A lot of girls have, but some of those girls that clinched up with Valentina, a lot of those girls didn't have the skill and the takedowns that Erin Blanchfield has. A lot of those girls didn't have that ability to take Valentina down the way they thought they did. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Erin Blanchfield here. We're talking about somebody whose bread and butter is grabbing a hold to you and taking you down. You know what I'm saying? That's her bread and butter.
Her thing is grappling, but how good is her takedowns though?
Like, but when we're talking about Erin Blanchfield versus Valentina Shevchenko, we can't only talk about Valentina's bread and butter and how that's going to affect Erin. We got to talk about Erin's bread and butter as well, and how how Valentina is going to respond to Erin's bread and butter. We can't just talk about Valentina.
That's why I just asked you, how good do you think Erin's takedowns are though? Because there's a few fights ago, people were saying her takedowns weren't that good.
No, it was just the fight with Manon. And when you're talking about Valentina, we're not talking about somebody as big and as strong as Manon. I 100% believe Erin Blanchfield can take Valentina down. Valentina has been taken down by a few flyweights. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't think Erin is going to struggle to take Valentina down for sure.
Down, but I still remember too, a brown belt named Miranda Maverick gave her some good work on the ground as far as just defending. So I expect Valentina to be in defense mode too. So we're gonna see how they adjust too. So we're dealing with an all-around well-rounded fighter in Valentina. So
Erin Blanchfield, a well-rounded fighter.
Well-rounded, not as tested as Valentina.
Well, there's nobody in the division that's as tested as Valentina.
Right.
There's Natalia ain't either.
That's my point, because you keep saying Natalia got to be tested to a certain level. My thing is, if you already earned it, you earned it. So I just got you there.
But who's more battle tested, Natalia or Erin?
Of course, Do I gotta answer this question again?
I mean, come on, listen. We gonna have to jump on the live stream when a night when you not working, and we gonna have to hash this out, dog.
Yeah, we gonna have to because we know
We
number
gonna
one.
have to.
Look, Aaron had her shot to get to the title. She missed it. So just give Natalya her respect and give her a shot. That's it.
Okay, well, listen, we're gonna carry this on.
I'm going by the revolving door. I'm just going by the revolving door, man.
Okay, no, I agree. But you go ahead and get in the work, dog. You go ahead and do your thing, dog. Because if you keep talking, I'm gonna keep talking all night, bro. So you go ahead and do your work thing. We'll catch up.
We gonna catch up, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, you do a live one day this week or something.
That's exactly the plan.
For sure. All right, bro. I'm get up out of here, man. Be easy, bro.
All right, peace out.
All right, y'all. I'm getting up off here. That's my bro, man. We gonna always do that. Go back and forth. We always got a difference of opinion, but there's always respect. He got his opinion. I got mine. But hey, we ain't calling each other names and nothing like that. So hey, I always got respect for BJ. So we definitely gonna hash this thing out though. We gonna finish it, y'all. But that's how fans are supposed to do it. We ain't name calling. But that's some of y'all in the chat. Y'all are be talking trash. I had to block somebody earlier too. So anyways, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.